9 mental health myths you probably still believe. Not that long ago, mental illnesses and disorders were considered taboo subjects. People were extremely hesitant to discuss these topics or their own mental health issues. As a result, there were a lot of misunderstanding concerning mental disorders, and since exaggerated stories and swear cases were frequently featured in the media, it further fueled the stigma surrounding them. There has been some progress, but there are still number of misconceptions about mental illness that many people hold to be true. And while these common misunderstandings may appear harmless, they promote dangerous stereotypes that prevent some individuals from receiving the help and support they need. This can leave them struggling on their own, internalizing negative beliefs about mental illness that can exacerbate their issues. So let's debunk some of these myths in an attempt to lessen the stigma and encourage people to seek treatment. Myth number 1: everyone with a mental illness is crazy. Labeling people with terms such as crazy or insane is not only hurtful and insensitive, but it contributes to the perpetuation of traditional stereotypes. It just propagates the idea that mental illness is unpredictable, uncontrollable, and always fair. In reality, mental illness and mental health disorder fall on the wide spectrum. They can range from the moderate to severe and can even come and go. These terms are also frequently associated with psychotic symptoms such as hallucination and delusion, but these symptoms are generally only prevalent in certain mental health disorders. Myth number 2: mental illnesses and disorders are extremely rare. Mental illness is actually more common than people realize. In fact, 1 in 5 Americans experience a mental health problem each year, while psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia are thought to affect fewer than 1% of the US population. Other mental health disorders are more prevalent. For example, an estimated 19% of Americans suffer from anxiety disorders each year. Around 84% have depression and 2.8% suffer from bipolar disorder. Myth number 3: mental illness make people violent. Misconceptions concerning mental illness also include the assumptions that everyone suffering from mental health disorders is aggressive and dangerous. While mental illness can increase the likelihood of violence in some individuals, only around 3 to 5% of violent acts can be linked to people with a severe mental illness. In fact, those with the severe mental illness are over 10 times more likely than the average person to be victims of violent crimes. Myth number 4: children and teens don't experience mental illness. This couldn't be further from the truth. Even very young children can display early warning signs of mental health issues. These problems are often clinically diagnosable and can result from biological, psychological, and social factors. Around half of all mental health disorders show first sign before the age of 14, and teen quarters of all mental health disorders begin before the age of 24. And while early support can lessen the severity of the illness and related issues such as trouble in school and substance abuse, the unfortunate reality is that fewer than 20% of children and adolescents receive the treatment they need.